What's up guys, my name is Julian and today I'm back with another YouTube video. This is my third YouTube video and little by little I see myself getting more and more confident in every video, and my goal with that is to make every video better than the previous one. Which brings me into today's topic, which is becoming the best version of yourself. And I mean that in every aspect. If you see a flaw in yourself that you guys think that you guys can improve, work on it, and little by little you guys will start seeing results. Be patient, because it's not going to come in a day or two. You guys have to work on yourselves little by little depending on what it is that you guys want to improve of yourselves. And a good way by doing that is to start getting into good habits. Some good habits are maybe start reading every day, start exercising, go on a diet, try being kind to everybody, practice gratitude. And one of the most important things in your life that you need is structure, discipline. Start routines. Go. I'm gonna kill this fly. Watch. The moment that I stop talking, it goes away. Watch. I'm gonna start talking again, and it's gonna come right back. But whatever. So what you need in your life is structure, discipline. You might want to start a routine, and that's really good. Routines are really good. They structure yourself. And also another thing is you might be in competition with other people and you might not even realize it. If your goal is maybe you're working at a job, maybe Walmart, and your goal is to be promoted, eventually promoted to maybe manager. That's maybe one of your long-term goals in working at Walmart. And you know that there's people also working at Walmart. It's not only just you, it's maybe a couple of other people too. That maybe they want to get promoted, but they're not doing enough, as well as you are not doing enough either. To get promoted, if you want to get promoted, you have to do more than others. You maybe have to ask for more hours, ask for more things to do while you're there. If you see that there's somebody's not doing their job, you do it maybe for them. You have to show the managers that you really want that position and that you're really dedicated to work hard to get that position and to be on top. If you're happy with that, if that's one of your goals. I'm not saying everybody's the same. If that's what you want to do, you go and you push for it and you do more than everybody else in Walmart that they're doing. You do more than everybody else. Make sure that you push yourself to do what nobody's doing. That way you stand out more, and that way the managers will look at you and be like, okay, I see that guy right there, he's dedicated, or that girl right there, she's dedicated into doing into wanting to be promoted. Show them that you want it. You have to show them that you want it. And that same thing applies for, let's say if you're around my age, if you're still in high school or maybe going to college and you guys want to take sports into the next level. Maybe you play football, you play baseball, you play soccer, do wrestling, volleyball, whatever the case may be. I'm going to use an example from me that I play baseball. If you want to take it to the next level in baseball, you have to work harder than everybody that's on the field. Be the hardest working man on the field and off the field. Don't just do what they ask you in practices, or don't just do what they ask you to do in games. Always make sure to stand out to the coaches and do more than everybody else is doing. So maybe you have practice every day after school and there's no morning practices. Make sure it doesn't have to be in front of the coaches, but the work will show in front of the coaches in games and in after school practices that you're doing something besides just the after school practices and just what you're doing in the games, that you're doing more than everybody else is doing. Maybe you would want to go ahead and take 3 days from that week and work in the morning. Set your little routine, write it down, and do a routine in the morning 3 times a week before going to school. Wake up a little bit earlier, wake up maybe an hour earlier than what you're used to, and do that little routine that you wrote down on the notebook. And that'll make you better in practices and in the games. Like I said, standing out is important. In jobs, in sports, in everything in life, standing out is important. Doing more than everybody else is doing is very important. So that coach, the coaches, there's not only one coach. The coaches in the practices, they'll be like, hey, there's a really big improvement on this kid, and they'll notice it for sure, because If you're putting in the work, that extra work, they'll notice it. Because if you're just doing what everybody else is doing, there won't really be much difference, and they won't really notice you as much. But if you're doing more than everybody else is doing, you'll stand out to them, trust me, and they might recommend you to a school, to a college, or maybe if you are in college, then more of a chance for you to be going into the pros and take it seriously. Like I said, this applies to everything, and for a fact, there's no way that you're not gonna be recognized if you're doing sports, and if you're working harder than everybody else. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard enough. And I've heard that phrase many times from somebody that's very close to me in my life. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard enough. And this is in every aspect in life. For everything that you're doing, there's always somebody that's trying to get ahead of you, and you have to make sure that you're doing more than that person is doing. You have to make sure that you're ahead of the competition, one step ahead. This applies in school too. If you're that person that wants to go to college and that really wants to take your education to the next level, you make sure that you're doing more than everybody's doing in your school, or just in general in every school. Just make sure that you're doing more than everybody else is doing. Maybe you are in school and there's maybe that there's a competition or something like that of some sorts of education. You want to prepare yourself more than everybody, and you get invited. Let's say you're one of the top 10 or whatever in your school, and it's like a competition of the district, and you get invited. You want to make sure that you prepare yourself more than everybody else in every other district, because let's say it's like a state competition or some sorts of something like that. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm pretty sure there's stuff like that going on. You want to make sure that you prepare yourself, because this is not just a competition in your school. Maybe it's a competition in your state, like I just said, and every other district is in it, because there's not just one district in one state. There's multiple districts in each state. So if you're one of the top 10 and you get invited, you have to make sure that you prepare yourself more than everybody else in every other district. Study harder. Do more than everybody else is doing. That's the key. And that's basically it for today's video. My last message to you guys is if you guys could please subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this YouTube channel with some of your friends, like my videos, and stay tuned for my next videos. Thank you.